power, you won't fulfill destiny. Those of us who are assuming that, oh, if it will happen, it will happen. It's when you have white hair, you will understand how erroneous that philosophy is. Nothing happens that is not made to happen. Anything you see happening was made to happen. Without power, you can't advance kingdom. I've shown you already. 1 Corinthians 4:20. Kingdom is not talk. Every time you say thy kingdom come, it's a declaration of war. Because you are uprooting one kingdom to plant another. And Satan is a rebellious entity. He will not just look at you and say, oh, you have come with a good message, let me step aside. No. Everywhere Satan is kicked out for God's operation to come in, it was power that kicked him out. These beings don't move aside. They are kicked aside. That's why Jesus sent us out. He didn't say go and negotiate with demons. He said, in my name, cast out devils. Because he knows they will resist you. He said, upon this rock, I will build my church, and the gate of hell shall not prevail. There will be a contention. So the church and the operation of God on earth is the move of power. That power is what pushes darkness aside and advances God's kingdom. So when we are talking power, we are talking a channel for glorifying God. When we are talking power, we are talking an instrument by which kingdom is advanced. The kingdom of God is not in words. It's in the demonstration of power. And I wish you understand what I mean when I say the kingdom of God. For the will of God to find expression, either in your life or in a territory, it will take power. And that's what the kingdom is. If you are sick, that's not the will of God. If you are held down in captivity, that's not the will of God. The kingdom of God is the visible expression of the will of God, the wisdom of God, and the authority of God. That's why he said, for thou belongest the kingdom, the power, and the glory. You can't separate power from God's kingdom. So if we say, let the kingdom of God advance, we are talking about the move of God's power. Number 3, without power, you won't fulfill destiny. Those of us who are assuming that, oh, if it will happen, it will happen. It's when you have white hair, you will understand how erroneous that philosophy is. Nothing happens that is not made to happen. Anything you see happening was made to happen. You know why? Even nature has rebelled against men. You go plant flower and see the amount of care required to grow that flower. Whereas the bush you are trying to kill is growing there side by side. You don't fertilize the bush. You don't water the bush. You don't take care of the bush. But it's growing very healthily where you are needing manure to grow flower. To let you know that the program of creation has been bastardized. Creation is in bondage. So even nature will not support you fulfill destiny. And if that was all, it wouldn't have been bad enough. The Bible said the devil cometh not but for to kill, to steal, and to destroy. He calls him our adversary. When did I quarrel with Satan? You don't need to quarrel with him. He is quarrel in motion. So anything he collides with is quarreling with that thing. The Bible says we wrestle not against flesh and blood. When did I enter a battleground? When did I go for a wrestling match? The wrestling is not in a ring. It begins from your heart to your house to your word. That is how Satan operates. So if you are hoping you will fulfill destiny by chance, tap yourself and say, wake up. If you will fulfill destiny, it will take power. Ask any great man. He will tell you battles he has fought. Any realm you see anybody operating in, he conquered the demon to enter there. Because they won't let you rise. They came to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I've seen intelligent people stranded. I've seen gifted people frustrated. I've seen even people who are connected. The season where they should be promoted, a wind of Satan removed the stronghold that should have helped them. And their lives were messed up. You see a glorious destiny that looks as if it's going to happen. Suddenly a manipulation takes place. And that person is stagnated in one spot. 20 years, you look back, he's still there. And you are wondering, something kept him there. You see people moving. You see people rising. It takes power. You see an aircraft take off, you think that is just a spontaneous motion? Aerodynamics is at work. Power is put to work for anything to rise, because there is a spiritual gravity that won't let you go up. So if you will fulfill destiny, you need power. If you will glorify God, you need power. If kingdom must advance, you need power. And if you must stop Satan, that rebellious spirit, like a bull in a Chinese shop, you will need power to hold him. You find people who maintain order in their ministry, in their lives, in their families, on their career. Satan is struggling, he's bound. A power kept him calm. This is why you need power to glorify God. You need power to advance kingdom. You need power to advance your destiny. You need power to stop Satan. And you need power to help others. Some of us have a good heart. All our wishes are positive, angelic in nature, except that there is no commensurate power to show it. You see the widow, you wish you were able to do something. You see students stranded, children stranded, not going to school. You wish you were able to do something. You see people sick, dying. Sometimes you even pray some religious prayers, hoping that something will happen. They die. You weep, and there's nothing you can do about it, because it doesn't take just compassion. It doesn't just take empathy. It doesn't just take goodwill. What will sponsor that compassion and empathy and translate it to result is power.